Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. This young lady on the screen, she's a mother of four. I'm going to play an excerpt of her vlog. And I'm going to say this. So I know on the channel we discussed various issues. And of course, I hit hard on the dust buckets. But I do notice, and I think mainly because I'm assuming that my audience is primarily female, whenever we hit on the women or address those issues, okay? People feel a certain type of way, and I think some are offended. But I'm going to say this, that's the problem. Mm-hmm. That's the problem right there. What do they say? Sometimes there's an issue, you need to get mad at it to get a reaction. So I notice sometimes when I discuss, accountability for women, some seem to really have an issue with it. And I'm like, okay, so this person feels some kind of way, and maybe that's you. But see, here's the deal: if you're not willing to go on a different path, you can't grow. That's why this stuff keeps on happening over and over and over again. That's why it keeps on happening. A person will see you going in the wrong direction and just look at you and smile. Hey, you doing? And behind your back, talk about you like a doll. Look at you and smile and say nothing. A person that's in your face or abrupt to say, hey, you know what? Not necessarily abrupt. That's vocal about it, that's the one that's trying to help you, but you're so emotional and so stuck. Sometimes we all can be this way, in a delusion of it's gonna be okay. So guess what, it's gonna come to a day where the crap isn't okay. And that is why me and my loudmouth and others, we're here trying to help you. But you want to get mad in your feelings, well, go right ahead, go head on. If you are not willing to listen, at some point you got to realize what's happening, what's working is not working. It's like in trading. Might be a good time some days. You got a trade going on, especially in options, and you see it's hardly going somewhere. If it's up a little bit, that might be a good indicator to get out. Because why? It's not going in your favor. It's taking a while. Just go ahead and get out and just see what happens. You can always go back in. Now, sometimes you can get out and go, oh my gosh, it just went up, boom. But you'd rather go ahead. You don't want to have a big loss. You understand? You want to try to mitigate. Say, hey, you know what? It's not going in my direction. I might go ahead and just kind of ease out instead of losing the whole darn thing. What is that? It's called learning. So I can tell some are still so very emotional. I touch on something that might be you. You emotional. You get angry. Sweetie, I'm the one that's trying to help you. The one looking at you being quiet, they don't give a darn about you. That's the part that we don't seem to understand. I'm going to play an excerpt of this young lady, what she has to say. And I'm like, see, this is the whole reason why. But sometimes we're so emotional, you can't critique. We want to hear whether you got 4 or 14 cheering, for example. Oh, it's going to be okay. You think? Life gets harder when you don't have kids, things happen. So this right here trying to tell you things, it's only trying to help you. You can get mad at me. Hey, you got it. Keep on doing you. But we can already see it's a lot of problems with a lot of single parents having to hold all the weight down on their shoulders. And guess what? You're going to be just like the situation right here. Find out nobody else is there. As you can see, she's hurt. She is crying. Here we go. I'm just coming on here because I need some advice. I guess this is a cry out for help. I'm losing it. I'm trying to figure it out. I just need someone to say, and not even to say, like I'm tired of hearing people saying, you're going to be strong, you got this, don't give up. But it's just like, what do you do when you don't got it? What do you do when you exit now? Oh, but it's going to be all right. See, I think sometimes when people like all this, the fake cheerleader, it's gonna be all right. They don't want to be bothered with you. Is what I'm starting to think. That you got it, and that's like, can I go away right now because you got a lot of problems, and I want to be bothered right now. They might be at the beach chilling. They want to be bothered with their problem right now. Yeah, you got it. You got it. That's what that could mean. They don't know what else to say. They know you're in a bad situation. They may not want to be bothered. So yeah, you got it. That means, to me, that's code for, hey, that's your problem. Why don't you go ahead and deal with it? But again, when you try to offer, I do videos like about, accountability, like the mother and her son. He didn't have to, he could have called me, girl, bye. We don't want the truth. So go ahead and live in fantasy land. We're going to see how that's going to turn out.
And not even to say, like, I'm tired of hearing people saying, you're going to be strong, you got this, don't give up. But it's just like, what do you do when you don't got it? What do you do when you sat here and did your best? Like, you just keep trying. Like, what exactly can I do at this point? Like, I don't know. I'm losing it all. I have 4 children. I'm realizing each and every day, the more I go through this, that I'm literally by myself, literally.
That's what we've been trying to tell you. You can't count on these men. If the man is not willing to commit, and I don't mean we in a serious relationship, raise a family with you, put a ring on it. She has 4 children. Where is the help? And as I understand, the father has essayed, I'll show it to you, the daughter. And you would think sympathy would ring in. Are you kidding? The family's not trying to help her. Listen.
I'm realizing each and every day, the more I go through this, that I'm literally by myself, literally. And it hurts so much because it's just like, how did I get to this point? Like, and I try to sit here and go to work each and every day, work hard, and sit here and put a smile on my face, be happy for my children when I don't have it all put together. I don't even know where my next meal is going to come from. I don't know how am I going to provide for my children.
Oh my God.
And it hurts each and every day to know that you can't do nothing about what you're going through right now. There's no help around here. I've been sitting here begging and trying to show these people like what exactly I'm going through. My rental office don't care. I'm about to get evicted out of my place. I'm about to lose my car. I'm sitting here taking risks as far as driving 45 minutes back and forth to work, just to work 6 days a week, because I need to sit here and come up with money to provide and pay for my bills and try to come up with my bills to not get evicted and stuff like that. So I'm sitting here taking a risk on driving dirty back and forth so my kids can sit here and at least have somewhere to sleep over their heads and stuff like that. And now that I know that there's nothing else I can do, what can I do now? I've been applying to different rental assistants and stuff like that. It's just I don't know where to go, what to do at this point, and it hurts because I'm starting to realize like I don't have no one.
And that's what we're trying to tell you. That's what we're trying to tell you. And of course, people get into their feelings, get mad. I don't like your channel, and that's fine. I'm trying to help her. Hey, do you keep on doing what you're doing? Keep on carrying the seed of poverty, D. This is what typically happens. And when it hits the fan, she's reaching out to rental assistance programs. But when it hits the fan, where's the man? That's what we've been trying to tell you. The handwriting's on the wall. I don't care if one goes, I'm not like those other dudes. Yeah. You gonna believe whatever they tell you? But see, we don't want to be critiqued. We just want to hear all these men just bad. Yep. And guess what? That can be a lot more bad. But guess what? Why would you let it into your life? If he doesn't have it together, I don't care about his swag or how he looks. How can he benefit you? Think about it. How can she has 4 children? Look at the GoFundMe. She has a GoFundMe. She says, my name is Shaquelle. Okay, there she is. Shaquelle's Journey to Stability. She says, my name is Shaquelle, and I'm a single mom of 4 little blessings. Recently, my life has changed when my kid's father has saved my daughter. Since then, I've been struggling to provide for my family, and I don't have no support from anyone because of the situation that occurred. I have a job and car, but I'm currently behind on my rent because of the car note I have, and on top of trying to pay other bills. If I can get some type of help to pay off my car and get back on track so I can provide for my family, that would be wonderful. She's raised so far based on this. She has a goal of $5,000. She's raised 3645 thus far. This money is obviously not from the baby daddy. It's from who? It's from strangers who have mercy and are trying to help. That's what I've been trying to tell you. This won't be the first, it won't be the last. Seriously, that's what. But a lot of times, and again, not saying to this lady specifically, I'm just using her as an example. When things hit the fan, so her daughter, she says, has allegedly been essayed. The family, you would think people would rally around her to try to help her. Oh, okay. Well, hey, and that's a lot to take on. Four kids and an adult, that's a family of five. That's a lot to take on. Food, shower. What about room? What if someone has maybe like an office? They don't want to necessarily take their office down. And then times are so hard, you don't know how long the person is going to need to go ahead and stay there. You feel me? This is what happens. You have to rely on the kindness of strangers. Where is the man? He's essayed the child, so he's not safe to be around. That's obvious. But guess what? He can still write a check for his children, for his child. This is what happens. And when it all falls apart, what's going to happen? It's all on you. But hey, listen. Don't listen to me. I don't want to make you mad. Hey, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. Continue dealing with a typical Tyrone. Keep on having children by these men they won't even honor you, do nothing for you. I thought about it. Let's say she'd been engaged, and I'm not gonna put a big old thing. Let's just say if it's a ring, $3,000 or $5,000. Okay, some nice, decent. We're not going 10 and 20. I don't know if you can afford. Yeah, I doubt that happening. But at least I was like, well, if it came to it, maybe she could probably sell that. So let's say she sold the ring, maybe get $2,000 or $3,000 for it. Then with the GoFundMe, you'll have your goal. But I can guarantee you, I'm willing to bet you that's not an option. 4 children trying to put out 4 kids by a man, I'm gonna need to see besides a ring, a car, some stability. I'm gonna need to see something tangible. And I don't want to hear about no I love you. 4 kids? Girl, he better have you a vacation home putting out 4 children. You got to be kidding me. This dude you must have been having a hell of an allowance. And if you weren't, which I kind of figured that, I'm being facetious on that, then that tells me something went wrong. Your self-esteem wasn't up to where it should be. He may have been saying one thing, but what they say, see how he move or watch what he do. See how he move, watch what he do towards you. And now he's done this to the daughter. And when it's a lot of drama like that, a lot of people don't want to get involved. Life is already hard. And some people may have some extra money. There's probably somebody right now, I'm sure that she knows, they may have $2,000 in their pocket, for example. But guess what? Girl, I mean, ma'am, I'm sorry. That could go in a minute. That might be their little stash at the house. That might be their stash. Maybe they're not willing to help. That's their own preference. If the stash is 10,000, 5,000, that's their stash. They know given a circumstance, they're never going to get it back. And life is so stressful. A lot of people are becoming selfish because they know they can't take on nobody else's problem. They don't want to. They're barely hanging on. And the peace of mind that they have is theirs. So when these things like this happen, that's why this cute chick got this tear down her eyes. She's all on her own. Where's the man at? Again, she said he asked the daughter, don't want to have him around. Where's the help?
To assistance and stuff like that. It's just I don't know where to go.
Looking for rental assistance.
Stuff like that.
4 kids, even if she just had child support, $300 per kid, which ain't nothing, but at least that's $1,200 that could go toward the rent. It wouldn't surprise me If this lady may have 4 children and may not be getting any child support, I thought about that. If she doesn't get 300 a month, which he might be a little broke, Dusty, um, that's $1,200 a month. If she was getting like four, that's 610. That could help do something. Where's the child support? When I read that report, what did it say? The average child support, I cannot believe, for Black women, and they were saying, I guess, on average, when you add everything up amongst the women, it was coming like $50. I can't. 4 children. She's going through, you don't think the kids pick up on mama's sadness? She is going through. This is why we try to tell you. But oh no, some get mad. Well, go ahead and get mad. But I guarantee you one thing: the one that's in your face saying sin nothing, they don't give a darn about you. Because guess what? That's your life. They really don't care about you. So don't get mad at me. I'm just trying to help you. This is what typically happens. Another birth control video, and she's speaking her truth. Some people try to hold on and hide it, like everything is fine. It's not. She needs a lot of help. The woman actually needs a break. It's like a mental breakdown. She got all this going on. Child been violated, facing eviction. Oh my gosh, the car. This is crazy. This is enough to send you mad. She needs some counseling. Having to reach out, expose herself to the internet to get some help. Again, where's the father of the 4 kids? Where's your check? You can still write a check to help the kids, help out with the kids.
And now that I know that there's nothing else I can do, what can I do now? I've been applying to different rental assistants and stuff like that. It's just I don't know where to go, what to do at this point, and it hurts because I'm starting to realize like I don't have no one. I have siblings in another state, but they have their own families, they have their own lives and stuff going on.
See, another state, they have their own family, their own lives. It's to the point people are learning sometimes self-preservation is key, and people don't want to really take on someone else's responsibility. They don't want to take on 4 kids and a parent. They have their own, and even if they have a little extra, it's their extra. It could be an anniversary going up. Oh my goodness. Just say, for example, I'm not saying it's her. Let's say, for example, oh, it's the anniversary going up. One of her sisters, husbands, they're going to a restaurant. Oh my goodness. Well, that restaurant, by the time those two eat, they're going to be probably looking at $400. $350, $400 by the time those two eat. They don't have to go there and assess the whole thing. That's their lives. They may have saved up for that $400 meal. They may have. They may be going to the Ritz-Carlton. That's their lives. People don't want to take and then, oh, well, let's cancel that and let's go to the Comfort Inn and stay. People have their own lives. They don't want to take on anybody else's problems. And that is why I'm sure I would imagine in cases like this here, when it comes to having 1 kid and 2 kids, people try to talk to young ladies and then they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. In most cases, I'm speaking in general. Again, I don't know this young lady, but when it gets to that point, so now we're at 4. That's a lot to take on. That's a lot of help. Here where I am, if it came to it, if it was family, we could probably do it. They would have to take the second floor. 4 kids, it's only three on a well, it's only 3 bedrooms. Well, we have 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, 4 bath upstairs. And then there's a sunroom. So I'm in a sunroom now. I like to look outside a lot. So I'm in a sunroom. So if it came down to it, I would have my family stuck out. But say, hey, we got to come up with a plan. But it depends on who. Come with a plan. 3 bedrooms upstairs, 2 bathrooms, and then the sunroom. Actually, they could just close. It's like French doors, so you do have some kind of privacy. There's no curtain up to it, but at least that way you could probably put a teen in the sunroom. You know what I mean, off the master. They could go ahead and uh, they can go ahead and do that, you know, and for personal reasons, we could hang downstairs. But stuff like that does happen when people want to help. But guess what? It's a lot of people, they're not going to do that. Oh, I want my house to myself, and you can't blame them. Why? Because 4 kids, that's a lot to take on. I'm just saying, me, I wouldn't have mine out. I'd be like, you know where to go. Uh, I just, no, we have room. I would have them here because I really have them safe, especially kids. Want to make sure you're in a safe environment, close the gate at night. You got kids with backyard, child. You can go play tennis back there if you want. Just don't, you can play. Hope you don't hit the windshield on the car. But seriously, you can go out there with the kids and play. That's what I would do. But guess what? Everybody's different because I wouldn't have mine in a car cramped up like that. Cramped up. You don't have the money for the eviction. You need to go to work and try to save your money as much as you can and try to work out something. But that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Kids can go outside, play. It's fenced in. They'll be fine. I think it's very safe. I left my car door unlocked sometime with the gate open and nothing happened. You feel me? But everybody's different. People have their own lives. People have their own lives. And I hate to say this, when you have an issue, when the essay like that child, and I'm sorry to hear about that, but when you have that, believe it or not, a lot of people back up from that. Because do you want to know why they back up? Oh, they shouldn't back up. Yeah, because they already know. When you have a case like that, you may have CPS and different one coming in. Guess what? They don't want those people coming to their house and to their lives, walking around. Who is this? We want to make sure where you are doing the interview. They don't want all that. They don't want all that. So this is a reason why we're saying don't carry the seed of poverty. Some people can help, but it's more to it than that. They don't know, well, how long is it going to take for you to get on your feet? Who is it? Oh, so-and-so coming in to interview the child and they want to they don't want all that. So when we're saying accountability for women, we have to have that. I don't care how much you love a man, honey, love yourself. I mean, and again, 4 children, Lord have mercy. That's a lot to take on. That's why people like myself and others, we try to help you. That's what we're trying to do. But some people get mad and get to their feelings. You know what? You got it, Miss Lady. Do you? For those that get that way and you want to, oh, that's making me mad. Well, I'm sorry to tell you. How is life going? When it gets challenging, maybe it's going good for now. It can get challenging for us all. It's not like we're sitting up here trust the fairy and generational wealth. You haven't heard of one say, well, my grandmother left the house. I can go stay there. We haven't heard that, have we? If that was an option, she wouldn't be up here crying. If someone maybe had a condo, well, we got a condo that was left in the family, passed down, she can go and stay there. That's not an option. I haven't heard her say it. So this right here, this is when you try to help and people feel some type of way because we know these days are coming and it can happen. It can happen to us all. But guess what? Nobody wants to be taken in. It's enough for one person with one child. People don't want to hop in when it's 4 and 5. That's a whole lot. Their water bill can shoot up, boom. Their light bill can shoot up, boom. Their peace of mind, their quietness. People don't want to get involved. Resources are getting scarce. Mm.
On. So it's just like me talking to them and they can barely help me, you know what I mean? And it hurts because I'm starting to realize like I don't have no one, no one. I have siblings in another state, but they have their own families, they have their own lives and stuff going on. So it's just like me talking to them and they can barely help me, you know what I mean? So it's just like, man. And then like my kids' family, my kid's father family, they officially completely, I'm sorry, cut me and my kids off because my kid's father chose to sit here and harm my child. So they don't want nothing to do with me and my children.
Now, did you see that? In that, so obviously they were interacting, but listen to that. No, Wow. She says her kid's father essayed the daughter, and that now they've cut them off. Not cut him off. You would think they would cut him off and say, hey, what can we do to help you and the child? No, 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 no. That tells me she must suppress charges. Now they've cut her and the children off so they won't help, and the child is the victim. Again, another birth control video. She's speaking her truth, and I applaud her for that. This is what happens when you would think people would rally around the victim. Not in this community. They're rallying around the perp. So they just cut her off. So she has no one. This is what we're talking about. She has no one. This is ridiculous.
Into them, and they can barely help me. You know what I mean? So it's just like, man. And then like my kids' family, you know, my kids' father family, they officially completely. I'm sorry, cut me and my kids off, because my kid's father chose to sit here and harm my child. So they don't want nothing to do with me and my children. So it's just like, man, we ain't got nobody at all.
And she has to navigate all this eviction, child essay, might need medical attention, going through probably some, medical exam when these type of things happen, assault, car owner might come get the vehicle. She's going through all of that. Set up a GoFundMe. She's gone through all of that. Words to help is not going to be there. So that is why I have my big mouth on the screen. We're just trying to help you. Truth hurts sometimes. Better get with it. Truth hurts. So this here, can you imagine holidays? Where will they go? She has no one. People don't want to get involved in it. And people that have their nice little homes and spaces, a lot of them, they don't want to be bothered. I'm sure it's somebody that she knows that has resources. Guess what? People realize is, I'm not getting involved in that. At the end of the day, carry the seed of poverty thee. All the responsibility will be on thee. There's no rescue plan. So this is her. So yeah. So for those who want to get mad at me or feel some type of way when I say women to be accountable, you have to be. You have to be accountable. You haven't heard us say, "Oh, there's been so much love and support." Everybody, the kindness of strangers. She's getting more help from the GoFundMe. Isn't that something? She's getting more help from the GoFundMe. Like she said, family. They're out of state. They have their own lives. Who wants to take in 4 kids and a parent? That's a whole lot to take on. Another birth control video. 4 children getting evicted. Where is the help from the man or the men? Where's the financial help? Where is it? It's nowhere to be found. So if this channel offends you when I say women accountability, you have to be, because this is a hard way to find out. At the end of the day, when it gets tough, it's going to be on you anyway. So we have to go in thinking again. Maybe sometimes you forget you're the CEO, the CFO, the COO of your body, of your world. It's all about you. Pick up a liability if you want to. When these things happen, these men are nowhere to help. They are nowhere to help when these things happen. You're on your own. And the people that you know, people are tired. People are tired. Then I hear, well, can we go ahead and everybody get $300? I'm sure somebody might can kind of do that, get a couple of money up. But when they probably see 4 kids, maybe someone's been telling her about this dude and she didn't see it. She didn't see it. And if all the kids are his, after the first one, he didn't pop up with a ring, especially after number 2. And again, and this man is not even worth it. He's essayed the child. But let's just say in general, a decent man. That should have been it right there. Where's the financial assistance for the 4 children? Where is the financial obligation? Where's the child support for the 4 children? Again, another birth control video. But hey, like I said, in the hood, we're doing everything right. Continue on with the fatherless homes. This more and more of this is going to happen. Women not able to get help. I'm trying to tell you, only trying to warn you. Like we said in Chicago, okay, go ahead. We're gonna see what they're gonna do for you. They're gonna, what have I been saying? They're gonna starve you out. And boom, they're taking away our Section 8. They're taking away our food. Yeah, that's kind of part of the starve them out plan. Been trying to tell you. So carry the seed of poverty at your own risk. This economy is too uncertain. It is too uncertain. A lot of people, again, they don't want to get involved. When you carry the seed of poverty, all the obligations of child rearing, the financial, emotional, the physical, it's all going to be on thee. And I appreciate her for telling her truth. This is not easy to do. But yeah, this is what happens. And people, look at this. Her daughter's the victim, and they've turned their back on them. You would think they would try to say, "Hey, we're here for you." I'm starting to wonder if she's pressed charges and if they're mad at her. Oh my, you're talking about it? Oh, he did that. Now they don't want nothing to do with her. Wow, speaks volumes. Anyway, I wish the best for her. I hope things turn around. She's got the GoFundMe. But this right here, this is what happens a whole lot. Anyway, thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.